And as we get into the final game of Blaze versus EHOME Immortal, these two teams smacking out in a best-of-3 series to find out who's going to be the 4th or 5th place decider. Winner gets 4th, loser gets 5th, and that's about it, really. I mean, if they want to qualify into the playoffs, then they got to beat one of those teams, either Adroit or Execration. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. It hasn't felt like the most serious series we've ever seen. A bit experimental in the draft, you know, a little bit. I don't think these guys are playing like super try hard. Would you agree with that, or am I being a little harsh?
I think you're being a little bit harsh on that one. I think they are playing their best, but maybe like you said, 1 or 2 heroes are a bit different. I think especially on the side of Blaze, I think EHOME Immortal are trying their best because they want to get as much practice as they can out of these games because they need it, right? If it wasn't for Linger, EHOME Immortal would be the one getting eliminated right now. The tournament already. So they see that this is practice. They want to keep on developing and get better. So they're trying, I think, their best for sure. It's just like draft has so much to do with this region, especially because teams are like very close in skill.
Yes, yeah, true. And that's when the draft really comes out to shine. Talking of which, let's get into the draft for this matchup. So we have a Rubik and a Magnus opening for Blaze. Meanwhile, EHOME Immortal have gone for the Treant Protector and that Terra Blade. Out of these two starts, which duo do you prefer here, Theban?
Magnus. Yes. I mean, we just saw Magnus win like 2 games in a row, right? The game 1, game 2, and it just seems like once one of the Chinese teams get Magnus, they're just so good with it. And like right now, if Blaze pick up like a Juggernaut, he goes like a Mjolnir in this game. I don't know what TB does against that. He's gonna be farming against like a Magnus in power plus a Juggernaut in power plus Mjolnir. It's like really hard matchups. Yo, Immortal ban out anti-mage, dude. This is what I don't understand. Like, why do people always ban AM when they got Terra Blade? And like, even if they have AM and Magnus, you got this timing, right? Where AM is just farming with Mag, but you can take all of their towers. 15 minutes on TB, you can get Manta already, and just go in and like break all their towers, and then AM has no game already, and then you just run down a late game. AM has to come and fight to you. You're gonna pop your meta, your mirror images, and just kill him. So. It's just really confusing for me when people ban AM instead of heroes who can actually deal with Terra Blade.
Yeah, no, I agree that I do like the Terra Blade and AM matchup, but yeah, interesting ban. Now the Tiny comes out for EHOME Immortal, so that's going to be again a catch, very popular hero in this series. It feels like everyone just seems to like the Tiny currently. You know, he's not. He doesn't feel OP, he doesn't feel broken, but Toss and Blink is just always so valuable that it's just a nice hero to have on your team.
10 seconds remaining.
I like Tiny.
Has been like one of the best heroes for the Southeast Asian region. I think a bit worse for the other regions because it has like a very low win rate actually, and it might be because it's just first phase pick like in most of the games anyway.
Yeah,
and people are playing it in multiple roles. The other hero who's very similar to that but has a very high win rate is Venomancer, which we have not seen at all in this.
Yeah, not picked or banned. Weird.
Yeah, exactly. Venom's actually quite good against Mag too, in my opinion. Can't blink in. If he skewers in, he gets galed. He'll get focus fired as well.
True enough. True enough.
Your lane is also very hard for the melee guys that you want to play Magnus with.
Yeah, and also Vision is something which Mag always fears playing into, and that's exactly what those Plague Wards give. 55 seconds of Vision, very nice. Going to be picked up from EHOME Immortal next up, so that's going to give them some initiation, some fighting power to make the space for this TB to come online.
I'm not sure if Blaze was thinking about it, but picking the Pugna right after the Tiny, like maybe they were breaking up that Pugna Tiny combo, which is possible, and it's also quite nice against Magnus. Or maybe they just wanted the Pugna against the TB. I think that's more likely. I feel like that's not a combo that China's playing, but Southeast Asia's playing a lot, the Tiny Pugna combo. And there you have it. Who would have thought a Juggernaut was coming out?
Yeah, easily telegraphed pick here as Juggernaut does come through for Blaze in the fourth pickup, and that's going to be their carry in the bag. Now they get 2 bans to protect it with. So what doesn't Juggernaut like playing into?
10 seconds.
Slardar. I think that should be a very good ban for Blaze here. Apart from Slardar, Legion Commander, like I think everything else is fine for Juggernaut. He can kill them with the ultimate. Most of the strength heroes are okay, except for those two, the Slardar and the Legion. Legion duel is annoying. Axe is a bit annoying, but not so much anymore. Axe has fallen off because he can't just creep skip further away from the tier 1 tower. So when he's at the tier 1 tower and
Team
creep skipping, it's like kind of easy. Excuse me, sorry.
Bless you,
That,
sir.
that came out real quick.
One of those
Radiant team
non-mutable
back.
sneezes. They do come
Yeah,
occasionally, especially in the summertime. Yeah, final 2 bans here. EHOME also getting rid of the Jakiro. Yeah, it does look like Blaze are actually looking for their... I don't know, they go Pugner offlane, do you think? Or Magnus offlane, or what?
No. Like we said, Magnus offlane
10
is not
seconds remaining.
that good.
Not a thing.
Like OG can play Magnus offlane, but I think any
5
other team
seconds
should try to
remaining.
play Magnus middle. It's just so much better for
Mhm.
getting fast levels and jungling. You got 2 camps right beside your lane as well. So you can just push the mid lane out and go to those camps,
Team
clear it,
back.
and then you never miss a beat. When you're playing Magnus as an offlaner, it's kind of hard to get
Mhm.
those high levels and also be able to farm camps because you're constantly fighting into 2 heroes.
Radiant team pick.
They're gonna ban Grim and Jakiro. Those are good bans because Jakiro plus Jug slows, Grim, Ink Swell, Wave Clear. They have so much wave clear on Blaze. Like I feel Blaze's lineup is so good right now. The only thing they could use is something to deal with this Puck. Because their
10
only disable
seconds
against
remaining.
Puck is the Rubik at the moment. I don't count Magnus as a disable against
Dire
Puck.
team
No, getting any of Mag's spells off onto a Puck is a tall ask. And they're going to grab the Lich there, so this Fear, a very effective scale versus a Puck. I mean, just the instant cast off it, it's really nice.
So another factor of Lich is the Frost Shield is amazing against these kind of lineups. Actually, Lich is really good against
10
Magnus too.
seconds
So
remaining.
the Terrorblade, once he pops meta, whoever they stun up, the Lich is just going to toss the shield
5
onto them, and the
seconds
TB's damage
remaining.
is reduced by like 60%, right? So he's not going to be bursting anyone in this game. Same thing against Mag. If you pick Lich against Mag lineups, if someone gets RP'd, you toss the shield on, you're not going to die.
Yeah.
And in this game, you got the Juggernaut who's going to get the shield. He's also got the spin, so he's going to get magic immunity. He's going to go on top of the Terrorblade, and Terrorblade is not going to be able to trade up against him. And after the spin finishes, he's just going to pop his ultimate, and then the TB will most likely just die. Anyone on EHOME Immortal is going to die. Maybe not the Puck.
Yeah, well, yeah, no. He would die if he couldn't cast spells, but luckily he can most of the time. Yeah, I mean, it's looking like a fantastic Jug game. It's looking like a really great draft from the side of Blaze. Like, everything just seems to be looking pretty good for them. I don't know. So, I mean, EHOME Immortal, they need 1 pick to try and turn this one out for them. I mean, they still got the Slardar to go for if they want it.
I think it's harder. Maybe not. They can pick Sada and go Puck at position 4 and Tiny mid. I think that could work, but Lich Juggernaut is still very scary for the Slardar.
Yeah.
Pangolia.
Interesting.
I don't think the hero is that good against Jug because one, you got the
No.
spin, and you can just Omni Slash him, and it just chases him all the way through, and you just die.
Yeah, that's
But
what I
it's
thought as well.
Right.
Okay, well, I mean, that's what they're going to go for at least. EHOME Immortal finish off their draft with the Pangaea pick and try to pull things together. I mean, we're not super big fans of it. We'll see what they do with it. So they are putting the Tiny mid, and Planet will be on the mid lane Puck. So, yeah, interesting. Well, I mean, they've got a lot of pickup potential with this Tiny mid. Hopefully, he can have a better...
It's Tiny mid, all right? Okay,
Yeah,
so it's...
yeah.
Wait, Puck was the offlaner, right?
Puck was the offlane? No, Puck is position 4.
Oh, it is a position. Okay.
Yeah,
so
5 times
be
they're offlane and being played by Pango.
Okay, Pango is going to be the position 4. So I think they should have done the Puck 3 because then you have someone who can constantly hit the Juggernaut and stay in the lane against him. But now that the Puck is the 4, right? Once the Puck leaves the lane or something because he needs to get to control runes and stuff, this Pangolia is going to die in this lane against Lich and Juggernaut. Even like he has to save his swash to like get out, but if he does that, then he's not harassing.
What is this Jug Sword? That thing looks weird. I think I've never seen that before. Entirely made of stone.
Anyway,
Anyway,
the original sword like from really long time when the game first came out, I guess.
oh. OG sword. Very nice, very nice. Alrighty, let's get into it. EHOME Immortal versus Blaze. Game number 3. We're going to find out who's going to be coming 4th in the group and who's going to be coming 5th. They, of course, do get different matchups in the play-in series, so we'll see which way the penny's going to fall. It's been a wild series so far. Let's see if we can get a slightly cleaner game number 3 from one of these teams. But, yeah, I mean, the pressure's really on EHOME for this one, as we've mentioned. We think their draft is a little bit weaker. We think they've got to play a much cleaner game than Blaze if they want to be able to come ahead and make some good moves to put themselves in a winning position. And one thing's for sure, this team does take objectives very, very well on the side of EHOME Immortal. Once his TB comes online, he can smash down the towers with Metamorphosis. They've got a Tiny to cover him as well in the mid lane Tiny, and of course Overgrowth as well. They've got a lot to play around their TB with. It just depends on if he can out-farm a Juggernaut and a Magnus, which is a tall ask.
Yes, it is Nomad. I hate playing against Magnus. It's so annoying. You just farm, and then the pressure's on you to go play aggressively. Especially in matchmaking, it's even worse because you can't coordinate with, the 4 strangers that you meet. But like even in competitive, like you can see how hard it is to try and stop this guy from farming because he doesn't lose his lane, and then he just farms. When he's farming, he still has like very high regen because he buys those bracers, right? And has high HP too. Like we saw last game, the Tiny just go in and like try to do something to the Mag, or game 1, the Tiny tried to go in and try to stop the Mag from farming or like combo him, and he still had like more than half health after the combo. It's just so ridiculous, the stat line on this hero. I'm pretty sure there's some nerfs gonna come onto him. Most likely it's something to do with his HP, I guess.
Yeah, he's a big boy. 3.5 strength gain per level is pretty hard to deal with. And 2.5 agi gain per level as well is pretty damn high as well. But of course, no one compares to TB with a 4.8 agi per level. Oh, so nice. Ridiculous agi gain on this hero. Is there anybody with like a higher increased stat gain overall? Because I know Pugna's the highest int gain hero. Oh, he's in the game as well. We can actually check that one straight away, and he's only he's up 5.2. Okay, that is. And then Centaur's the highest strength gain hero.
Yeah.
I don't remember his strength gain.
4.8 per level. That's just amazing. That's like, hoggers. You just.
Yeah. As much as the Pugna has 5.2 int gain per level, int versus agi, the attribute balance isn't quite there, unfortunately. Agi is a little bit worse. And Pugna forced to decrepify himself as this Metamorphosis Terrorblade just comes in to put on some pressure along with the Nature's Grasp. Easy Q seems to know his combos with these Nature's Grasps. First with the Drown, now with the TP, and look at so much pressure onto Beyond here. He's had to decrepify himself again here just to stop this TB from toasting him. Yeah. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, 5-9 getting very low to Kaz as he zones him out here along with the Juggernaut. Jesus.
This lane top is not going to be like this for a while. Like, it's just until the meta's out. And the lane is pushing into the Rubik and the Pugna, so the Rubik just needs to make sure the Treant can't go and stack that small camp or pull this big camp, and then the Pugna's going to be able to micro this lane quite easily.
Yeah, it does have to be careful though. The Nature's Grasp plus the damage from TB could be pretty severe, but now the meta's over, he's feeling a little bit safer.
Oh, they got the pull off. Now the lane's going to get resetted. Oh, got the pullback. Rage creep gonna die. It's always fun, right?
Fade bolt. Ugh, get it.
They just always like playing around the pulls like 24/7. That's all the lanes are about.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about the XP. It's all about denying what you can from the enemy and maximizing what you're gaining from yourself. Meanwhile, Puck and Pango having some fun in the bottom lane, but they're taking so much damage. I mean, this Lich is just the king of this lane. These Ice Blasts are doing so much work.
Yeah, once he's level 3, you get that level 2 Frost Blast, and you get the level 2 Juggernaut Blade Fury. That's when this lane gets super hard for EHOME here.
Spinning Top of Death. Just look how much damage they take from the Lich. They genuinely cannot lay it into this guy. They don't have the health. The Puck can't trade. It's really sad, actually, for EHOME Immortal. Bottom lane's probably just going to be the Jug free farming, to be honest. The ping is coming out onto the Lich here. I'm not sure that's going to happen. Yeah, no, just a little bit of playing. Puck's got to be careful as well. He does have himself an orb, but they try to bait him forwards here, but unfortunately the Swashbuckle misses, and that means Kaz will survive. Nearly baiting him in, but unfortunately a little bit off the mark in the end from EHOME Immortal.
They're going to be okay with that. The Lich moving out of the lane for a little bit. Juggernaut is collecting his free farm. While that's happening, Jug actually ran out of regen in this bottom lane. Okay. And the Lich also didn't bring anything. Yeah, so this could be a little bit awkward. They do have a healing ward up. They only got one Mango, so one spell more left for the Lich.
Jumping forwards here onto the Juggernaut. Got to be careful as Planet doesn't really have that much health to play around with. But Lich also has no mana either. They're going to pop the healing ward though and just try and keep themselves nice and peachy with this healing ward coming out for them. Doug, who needs regen anyway? It's picked up from him as well. Feeling pretty good. Let's have a look how this middle lane's doing, though. Puck is getting low again, but he's okay. He knows that this Lich is out of mana for the time being, so not able to bring him down. Meanwhile, Tiny in the middle lane has fallen quite significantly behind XHD in this game. I'll fight for the runes.
Gonna get it. Oh, Mag got it. The Invis. So Tiny cannot refill his bottle. He feels really bad. He's got 0 mana now. Mid lane is heavily in favor of Mag at the moment. I mean, Tiny got last hits, but there's so many denies. Look at the XP too. Quite a bit different.
Yeah, this Magnus is pretty damn far ahead. Not having the same success as this lane did the other way around.
Game one, right? It happened. It was the same matchup. Both of these players.
Yeah.
TB. Oof. That's the first blood right there. Did you catch that, Nomad?
No, we were distracted by the middle lane, but you know, we kind of got the message of what happened. We were Puck running away at bottom. It's a TB being driven under tower. It's all good, you know. Decrepify with a Fade Bolt with a Nether Blast. That's just gonna pop him. He goes down from 50 to nothing.
Right, this combo is really good, especially if the Rubik will get like a spell from the Puck. Oh, bottom Puck, they're finding up onto the Lich. Got a Frost here.
Made him in again here. I mean, he's got the Frost Shield, doing a bit, but not enough. They're going to take him down. The Lich is going to die, and, well, finally, they do manage to punish him after baiting him in several times over. They do finally put the dagger into his back and secure themselves a kill on this bottom lane. Jeez, look at this Magnus. 41 and 9 on the CS charts right now. That is absurd.
He had like a stack here. I think there was like golems or something, or like the wolves and stuff. He got a lot of creeps from that. Now there's golems, so there's a lot of stat padding going on for the Mag. That's
yeah. He's not that far ahead, but he's pretty damn far. I mean, he's that far ahead of the Tiny. 400 gold is nothing to shake a stick at, that's for sure.
So I was gonna say this Rubik Pugna combo is really good together because Rubik can get Puck spell and then you get that Decrepify. Rubik can lift someone, then you just blast them with the Nether Blast and the Life Drain and the Rubik Fade Bolt and another spell. Like this Rubik Pugna can just kill anybody on this map. It's gonna be insane.
Tiny again missing the rune, and the Puck is forced to take it off because of the Magnus. Oh, feels very bad, very bad. I mean, at least he's full mana, full health. Not really too worried, I guess. Might make a movement up top, it looks like, as they're pressuring this tower pretty damn hard right now. TB, meanwhile, he's heading to the jungle. He's got a couple of rage bands. He's got a level 4. He can clear through the jungle quickly enough to be efficient, so we'll do exactly that.
He sees the Rubik. He's going in hard.
No. Oh, lifted. Is he still in trouble? I think he isn't, actually. He's got Tranquils. Yeah, just came off cooldown. Catch me now. TB comes in, pops the meta. Rubik's still not bothered. Oh, okay. And we're now with the Puck coming through and just about connecting with that Avalanche as well. Try to deny himself the rush. That's not going to happen, though. And Shira gets the kill. That is a dream scenario for EHOME Immortal.
Oh, they have a prayer, too. Even better.
Yeah. Feeling good. Feeling very good. Yeah, this is exactly what he needs to try and come back into this game. Just farm away in the jungle, a couple of kills like that, exactly what he wants. Meanwhile, the Pangolier, he's got to get Omni slashed up, and slishen to death he shall be. As the Pangolier goes down in the bottom lane, Juggernaut gets himself a kill. This is, you know, not quite so good. The Juggernaut is kind of just matching up with the TB, and he gets a much higher value kill down in this bottom lane as well. So, yeah, there we go.
That's very good. He got the level 6, instantly gets a kill. He's going for a what? You're going for Battle Fury?
No, you're lying to me, Theban. I don't believe you.
Dude, click him. He just bought a voice on.
No, he's pranking us. That's the Nathan lens.
No, don't go Battle Fury. Just go Mjolnir. Just go Phase or Treads and then Yasha. It's so good against their heroes. Like, you just need stats and attack speed because you got a Magnus too. Battle.
Well, people tell me that Juggernaut sword is apparently worth about $400.
Oh, is it? So it's not one of those older swords?
It is one of the older swords. I guess it just got taken out of...
It's rare. It's just a rare sword, but it's worth so much.
Weird.
I wonder if I got one of those. on
Yeah,
the
I was just thinking, like, I'm sure I have that set somewhere. Who knows? Defender of the Ivory Isles. Maybe I'm Roach. Or maybe we're being pranked. Feels like it could be likely.
Yeah, it might be like one of those swords that nobody wants. So there's not a whole lot of them, and someone just put that on the market for that much, but they're not actually buying it.
Yeah,
that much.
true. I mean, it's an ugly ass sword. I don't know why you pay any money for that.
Mid tower being damaged up by the puck and the tiny. Magnus has to instantly TP here to defend that. Pugna is trying to take top, trying to slow that down up here. They're all just playing for it. What is that? What did you just say?
What?
Nishe Beidong. What does that mean? We got.
My Chinese ain't so hot, I'm afraid, so I can't help you out.
Okay. Right. I think he said like you are something. I just don't know what. That's all I really understand. That I think he's.
Is he talking to Dot or?
I think Dot like kind of lame. Like oh nothing. Like he's just speechless.
Yeah.
That's
That's
a universal. Well. That's a universal language right there.
It is indeed. Top lane tower should be falling pretty shortly. I mean, the tree's doing his best to try and keep alive with the limbing armor, but unfortunately, there's a Pugna. He's going to whack down this tower easily enough. And now the Juggernaut has moved house. He's going to take up residence in this top lane, and going to be very happy about that as well, as he can start to put some pressure onto the TB as well, move into his jungle. But his courier's dead, actually. They'll take him down. Meanwhile, RP doesn't get popped, actually. He gets cancelled out by the Puck here. Puck still on the run. Mag trying to chase him down, but with the orb away, he will be alright.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, he got the Jug's Courier, which had some more components of his Battle Fury on it.
Yeah, it's still baffling.
It really is.
Like, it's not like he's playing as like a Lycan or something. It's a freaking Terrorblade. Just go magic damage, bro. We just burst it. That magic damage, easy. Now Tiny gonna get picked up. I mean, Tiny gonna pick off the Lich. There's the power of the Tiny, but he always has to commit himself. It's the Pangolier. That is not where he wants to be, so he just rolls on out.
Yeah, it's just rolling away from all his issues, which we all wish we could do sometimes. Roll away from our problems, curl up into a ball and just leave. I might try it next time in a really boring meeting. Just tuck up into a ball and just roll out the door. No one's gonna say anything if you do that.
Never have a meeting again.
Genius. That's what I want. Intended outcome achieved.
Never have a meeting again. Juggernaut.
Yeah, Coil comes out. Spin luckily is available. Now they use the overgrowth. They need a bit more though. XXD coming in, but not in time to save his Juggernaut. RP will come down and kill off the Tiny at least, but yeah, the Juggernaut being dead. Pretty big news for EHOME Immortal. They're gonna be happy with that one. TB though, he's still pretty far behind. He does need to do a bit of catching up. But the thing is, he's gonna hit his peak way before this Juggernaut does. Like the Juggernaut's going for the Battle Fury. He's not gonna be much of a hero once he has that Battle Fury. He's still gonna want to farm up and hit his next couple of items. Meanwhile, the TB, once he has Manta, like he's good to go. He's fighting fit. Pop Meta, pop Manta, and he's a hero. So that's kind of a timing which I can actually see EHOME Immortal have been given to work around this game. And we'll see if they're able to capitalize upon that.
I'm kind of concerned though because there is a lot of magic damage coming out from the side of Blaze too, right? The Pugna, Decoy, Lich, Frost Blast, Rubik with Avalanche. Like Rubik has really good spells to steal this game. Puck, Tiny, Tread, Ultimate, Pangolier, Rolling. So it's a bit concerning. Like for the TV, I'm not sure that he's even. Yeah, he thinks he needs BKB. He's going for that first.
Yasha BKB, fair enough.
Yeah. Yasha BKB. Imagine how scared you have to be to just buy a BKB first item.
Yeah. I mean, it is just that kind of game, though.
Too much magic damage.
Meanwhile, EHOME backing themselves away from this engagement here, just using the coil to stop the Magnus from chasing them down. And they'll be safe as sound. Interesting game so far. I mean, no one's really pulling ahead massively. Obviously, there's a bit of a lead on Blaze. They've got these two farming heroes. And EHOME Immortal, again, you know, the Tiny's just not getting that much done. He's trying to make his way towards his Blink. It's going to be a very slow timing for him this game. I mean, he's still not there, and it's 30 minutes into the game in mid laner without any item. You know, he hasn't got drums. He's only got phase boots. It's pretty rough.
Tiny and Puck will also fall off, right? Where I think Blaze's heroes scale extremely well in this game.
Yeah, true, true. Meanwhile, they've got the puck controlled up, but he's going to get the blink away. They're unable to get finished off by the Rubik, and now Rubik's maybe in some trouble. Overgrowth actually being popped here just to give the Tiny the space he needs to get on top of him, bring him down, and get ever closer towards that dagger of the blinkingness. Meanwhile, Kaz on the run. Shiro still trying to chase him. Puck going to make his way in. Orb forward, silence in. Right clicks are there, and good night, sweet prince. Shiro grabs that kill. A successful meta, I would say, results in two little kills. I'm happy enough. Uh-oh. He's dead. Tried to go for the Rolling Thunder, see if he can get out the stun and roll away, but unfortunately just didn't come in time. Pango is dead.
That was really awkward by the Rubik and the Lich because those two are the supports running into the jungle. I get it, you want to plant some vision so you can smoke there later to the TV, but you can't be walking that high ground, right? You two together are not going to be able to accomplish a whole lot unless you catch the TV with a few illusions, get a nice chain frost and blast them. But it's too optimistic. And feeding away 2 kills like that and giving away your ward positioning, I think that gave EHOME Immortal a little bit of life to believe that they can fight. Pango, I mean, Magnus also had to use the RP there to kill the Pangolier, so maybe they want to consider smoking up with this Blink Dagger on Tiny.
Jesus, I mean, they've hit the Blink Dagger on Tiny now, but Magnus is almost at his blink. He's at his blink. He basically matched the Tiny's timing for a blink. And by the way, he's got an Echo Saber. This is going to be a problem. Also, I mean, the Tiny does more with the blink. Oh, Puck getting on top of it, and with the fear coming out from Kaz, that's going to be the damage they need to bring him down. Nice kill from the side of Blaze there, just punishing the Puck for getting overzealous. Exactly what you need to do to keep control of your map. More Jug with his Battle Fury. This is a Juggernaut which doesn't trust his Magnus, is it?
I don't know what this Juggernaut is. Like, no matter how much I think about it, maybe he wanted the mana regen, HP regen or something. Oh, meanwhile, bottom Tiny tries to go in on the Lich. He's the one who's going to get killed off instead. But yeah, like, no matter how I think about it, unless it's for the HP regen, mana regen, there's literally no reason for us to go for the battle. The Mjolnir is just a far better build, and it enables your Omni Slash better as well. Right.
Yep, and it offers magic damage into a TB also, which is a pretty big deal.
Right. You also got Decrepify, so the Mjolnir could also do some damage to some other heroes, you know, by splashing or something. It just, maybe he's thinking there's too much magic damage on his team, so he went for Battle Fury. That could be it. Like, it's very questionable, I think.
Yeah. You know, Pugner, he's going for this Dagon build. No big surprises here. Maybe I'm a little gold for it. I think he can afford it just about right now. No, he still needs a bit more, but 1 or 2 creeps will do the job, and he'll have himself a Dagon level 1. Not just good. Oh, TB being jumped on right now up. He's going to come down as well, but the Pangolier trying to save the day, and it is going to give Shiro a chance to get off that ultimate, swap his health with SXG, and now turn it around as in comes that Chain Frost, though, bouncing through, and they do have the magic damage to kill off Shiro regardless. That is a big threat off this game, and why he is looking so hard to get his BKB before he does anything. Meanwhile, toss back onto Beyond. This should kill him a kill onto the Pugner at the very least, and they will get us some nice revenge kills coming in for EHOME Immortal, actually, as 4 heroes go down. I would almost say that's worth it, even though the TB does die.
Oh, it has to be worth it. They need to get some momentum going, and now they're also going to be able to get the mid tower. This is going to be the first mid tower dying. Are they going to TP for this defense? Oh, they are. Rubik is going to go in. Glyph is going to last long enough. Fade Bolt. They should try to kill this Rubik. I would have just went straight in there if I was a Pangolier, right? We see the Juggernaut TP top.
Look at this dude jumping straight in. Juggernaut trying to jump the backlines here. He has got an Omni Slash. Wants to fire it out onto someone. Meanwhile, they jump forwards for the Rubik. Struggling to really finish the job here, but he jumps forward straight into a Tiny and gets killed off. Meanwhile, Omni Slash comes through onto the Pango. That's a freebie. Meanwhile, the Puck getting so low. XHD needs one more hit, but can't quite find it. Puck spells didn't quite have him off in time, and unfortunately did get cut down by the Magnus.
That's what happens when you hesitate on killing a hero when 3 of your opponents are dead. You should, if they jump right away in there and got the Rubik and put him on another timer, that could have been so different for EHOME Immortal. And now they're gonna lose it. They still get the tower, but they lost the Pango and the Puck for it, and mid tower is gonna get attacked back here.
Yep, decisive action, or lack of decisive action from the side of EHOME Immortal cost them dearly in this middle lane, and Yeah, they might just lose their tower straight back again. Meanwhile, TB, though, he at least has his BKB finish. But meanwhile, they get a free kill into ZTQ on the side. Yeah, that's a Magnus with the Blink skewer.
Yeah, Pokemon also has a day on, by the way.
And they go, Ava, toss onto the jug. Oh my goodness, where did he go? Now they jump forwards, looking for a target. This Magnus being controlled up on the high ground. XHD, though, he's got a team behind him, so I don't think he's super worried right now. Meanwhile, oh my god, the perk just disappears. Pangolier about to go down with him as well. Swashbuckle away, but the rolling Rubik comes ripping through, and they're going to be able to grab that kill. And now the TB on the side. Got to be careful with that one. Okay, the Avatos kills him off. Meanwhile, there's an Imclaw sitting on the floor. Don't know who that belongs to, but the Pugna says, yoink, thank you very much. I think that did get stolen. Now, well, they run themselves away with that Imclaw, and that would have been really nice for the Tiny to pick up as well, so they're going to be pretty salty about that one.
That's definitely the opponent's Imclaw. It fell in the fountain. So.
Oh, God. Tiny,
I mean, the Juggernaut's
upset.
way more careful. He's got to stay on Strength Treads when he's hitting these towers. There's still a lot of burst damage. But, you know. Oh, fuck!
All right, slight technical difficulties with Theban right now. We'll get back to him in just a minute. Hopefully everything's okay. I don't know what happened. Anyway, getting back to the game. There's a smoke up from EHOME Immortal. They're looking for a bit of action right now. They've got the BKB, they've got the Yasha. They have a Sun ready to go as well. And, sorry, not quite yet, but either way, he's got the movement speed. Find a courier. They know Kaz is going to be nearby. Kill off his courier. Now kill off him. The ultimate. Yeah, they haven't actually finished the job. There we go. All right, they will kill him off eventually. Meanwhile, XHD comes in, gets a 2-man RP. Oh my goodness, that is brilliant. And now they're going to follow through with a perfect Omni Slash as well. 3-4 heroes just lose their lives instantly. 3 it was. As the Puck, the Tree, and the Tiny all end up getting popped there. My goodness. It was a 2-man RP, skewer in, make it the 3-man Omni Slash as well, and just cut through them so quickly. And that, I mean, the cleave with the RP is just ridiculous. It's too much damage to play into. And they just end up losing a bunch. Roshan starting to fall. Theban, you good, man? I'm kind of worried about Theban. I hope he's okay. Meanwhile, we have ourselves a bit of an overgrowth coming in. Oh my god, TB, he's in the back here. He finds himself 1, he finds himself 2. The beast is here, and he is ready to take Roshan out from under them. But first, they got to deal with these heroes in the front lines. Magnus jumping upon the Pangolier, actually. And TB, he needs to get himself to this high ground position, which he does do exactly. But unfortunately, 5-9's in some trouble, but Pug comes in around the back, holding them still. Shira now ready to follow up. He needs to get some of his damage off this fight, and he's trying to take down the Pug. The Pug gets crushed by the hammer. XHD is going to be the next target as the Tiny gets on top of him. He does manage to slow him down a bit with the Echo. Pug still trying to chase here. Unfortunately, Shiro, he's kind of just getting kited here, but he wants to get inside this pit. He wants to take down Roshan. The rest of the team going to start the fight. Meanwhile, he gets into Roshan, tries to finish the job in his Metamorphosis timing, which he looks like he is going to be able to do. It hasn't got long left, but it should be enough to finish off Rosh and grab themselves this Aegis. Can anybody interrupt? Can anybody get in time? Doesn't look like it. Roshan goes the way of EHOME Immortal. A huge win for this team. They only lose their Pangolier as well. Now Tiny is looking in for more here, trying to find himself a cheeky kill and trying to find out something here, but they don't have the Metamorphosis on their TB, so I'm not really sure if this is the fight they actually want to take. The Tiny backs himself away. XHD and the Rubik and the everybody really chasing this one, but the toss back's going to stop XHD getting off that skewer onto the Tiny. He blanks himself away, and that play is going to save his life. Middle tower being healed up. I think all we can do now is assume that Theban is dead. Rest in peace, my friends. It was a pleasure casting with you. We'll hold a memorial for him after this game. Let's throw some Bible thumps in the chat for our man Theban. Died doing what he loved, casting Dota. It didn't sound that bad. It just sounded like some cutlery or something. But I hope he's genuinely okay. If he's actually in trouble here, I'm going to feel very bad about saying that. I'm sure he's good, though. Meanwhile, I have Scotty queued up on the TB. Got Sanjay and Yasha ready to go. I mean, they're actually in a good spot, EHOME Immortal. They've managed to battle their way back into this one. That Roche fight was just downright clumsy, and again, kind of came around to a bit of vision, a bit of timing, and that meta on the BKB, timing on the TB was just absolutely massive.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Meanwhile, jumping in behind the tower, but
Radiant structures are
Chiro's getting to work. He's taking some buildings. This is what we were talking about before. You know, his timing is huge. You know, he can take a massive amount out off the map. Meanwhile, they found the Terran Protector in the backlines here. He can get off this overgrowth and will do exactly that, but they just pop the 2 BKBs. They jump forwards here. ZZQ is going to lose life, but look at Shearer in the backlines. He's shredding support, so now he's looking over. Unfortunately, Omni-Slash stuns him. He needs someone to trade health with, although he has got the Aegis, so I don't think he's that bothered. And now Safe Hell could actually be in some trouble as the supports have been taken down. They will lose the TB after all to the magic damage of the Pugner. Now he's going to come back, and he doesn't have meta. Under the tier 4s, he does have himself a Sunder. Can get that one up. Maybe XHD goes down, but not really. But Shearer is also going to make himself away, so it's actually okay in the end. Both teams get out with their big cores intact. No one of relevance really dropping just yet. Only that Aegis is gone, but without the meta on the TB, I don't think they want to fight. So Shearer's going to jog himself away from this fight and just chill himself out. Risky camp to go for, but it looks like it will end out okay. They do take the tower they came from, but they didn't really get a whole lot from that Aegis. And now they can't really put on much pressure as the Juggernaut and the Mag are going to farm themselves back up. So I imagine this TB is probably going to lose his net worth advantage in the next few minutes, as the Juggernaut and the Mag are just be able to split across the map, farm as much as they want of this kind of whole area down here. Meanwhile, the TB is kind of... I mean, he's got more to farm, but he doesn't farm it quickly enough, even though the Magnus is in the game. Just because, I mean, the Magnus has Cleave, the Juggernaut has Battle Fury Cleave. These guys are going to be able to take through so much of the map so quickly. We always start to have to wonder if their farming effectiveness is being limited by each other, because, you know, they're going to run out of camps to farm pretty quickly. Meanwhile, this TB has the whole map to himself, so I don't know, maybe the TB does come up better. I'm going to just farm it up in the jungle as well, looking for more levels of this Dagon. This is my guy. This is my guy. Just get those Dagons, get those big levels, find the TB, blow him up when he's got the BKB down. Easy peasy. Simple Dota. Or anybody for that matter, you know? Blow up a puck, why not? So much damage comes out from that Decrepified Nether Blast Dagon combination. And, you know, this BKB, it ain't getting any longer. Quite the opposite, in fact. I always feel like I need a pipe. Do they, or they do have the pipe on the Pango? That's good, that's good. Pretty important.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
XHD, meanwhile, he's got the Shadow Blade, ready to go for himself, looking for them sneaky RPs away into the fight, a way to sneak around the backlines and find himself an engagement. Would be the dream scenario from him. Get a nice big RP off onto those key targets, maybe grab that puck, maybe grab out that Pango before he drops a Rolling Thunder. Get off the Tiny before he can get off his spells. Now, the Tiny has been just near enough surviving the RPs. Interesting, he's not going for a BKB on the Tiny. He actually wants a Silver Edge. I mean, it's going to stop the Jug critting. That's about it, though. Disabling Arcane Supremacy on Rubik, not really very important. But they're going to smoke up. They're going to look for a kill. I mean, they've got meta, they've got BKB. They don't catch the TB inside it. He's kind of sitting there like, guys, come on. But he's just going to go farm mid and maybe try and bait something out here. Kind of risky when you don't have the Aegis. There's so much magic damage. Theban, you're alive! Oh my goodness.
I've come back.
You're like Jesus.
My God.
What happened? Where did you go?
I knocked over my big cup of coffee. Alright, let's just watch the fight.
Oh, Jesus, as Elias gets jumped onto the start here. Doesn't actually go down here, and this is a pretty big jump from the side of EHOME. And now what a skewer coming back, tossed up by the Rubik as well. 7E, he is in the wrong base right now as he gets cut down, and they're going to have to cut their loss on the side of EHOME Immortal. They need to get out immediately. And they'll do exactly that. XHD, though, he's still chasing, he's still looking with that RP for a target, but right now isn't finding it. Silver Edge available if he wants to find it. It looks like both teams are going to be able to disengage. So yeah, where did you spill your coffee?
Everywhere, like into all over my keyboard, my table, my pants. It was
goodness.
hot. I might have burned myself a little bit.
Oh my goodness!
Like trying to lick the coffee, so I gotta like clean it up right away. Oh man! All right, we're good now.
Tree in some trouble. He's going to get killed off here quite easily as he's finished off by the Rubik.
Yeah,
That's the first time that's ever happened. Anyway, fill me in. What's going on? Why is the game even all of a sudden, Nomad?
Well, I don't think you were here for it, but TB was managed to grab himself an Aegis, in fact. And they were feeling pretty good for a while on the side of EHOME Immortal. You know, they chased Blaze out of the pit, got a couple of kills, grabbed themselves an Aegis, and yeah, TB kind of became the man. But unfortunately, they've kind of lost that advantage a little bit. The Aegis went down. They didn't lose a TB in the process, but they do feel a little bit lackluster now. But they might have found this mag, XHD. They're jumping on top of him, trying to control him up as best they can. But in the end, did that coil miss?
Yeah, he was still in the air. He was like coming down from the Yos, and then he called him a bit too early. Yeah.
Happens. Nevertheless, yeah, I mean, things have kind of equalized a little bit, but the Magnus still doing a fantastic job and just constantly applying this pressure and finding kills for his team, whilst also being an absolute farmhouse as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, puck.
I think this TB, like it.
Oh, that was awkward. Yeah, okay, all right. Not really a symphony of skills there from Kaz and XHD.
I'm pretty sure this Juggernaut is regretting this Battlefield purchase quite a lot right about now, because he can't just ulti this Terrorblade and kill him again. He just can't. And the Terrorblade now also has a Skadi, so good against Juggernaut. Healing Ward is not going to be that useful. You got the life drain, reducing the healing potential from the life drain too. You know, they've really made Skadi into such an awesome item. Like the second buff unit, 40% heal reduction, and the extra soul too. Quite nice. So bad for so long.
Radiant's top tower.
But the MKB gets picked up by the Juggernaut now, so that's gonna preemptively stop any evasion coming out of the side. I mean, he's got the talent, hasn't he? The 16% evasion time, yeah. So that's going to deal with that. And they're actually on top of Shiro right now. BKB, Peak's coming out as well. They need to try and get him out of this situation, but that's just not going to happen. They've got the damage cut through him, and the Terrorblade is going to fall. Goodness gracious. I mean, just the moment he gets caught out there, he just gets taken down. And I love the way everyone gets credited for it. The Dire just get credited with that kill onto the TB. Can you explain the Shadowblade purchase from Tiny for me, by the way?
So the Silver Edge here? Maybe it's just for the
yeah.
Yeah, I mean the Shadowblade is just to be able to maneuver around the fights better, so I can get to the Pugna or Rubik at Edge. And then you already had the Echo Saber, right? So you might as well just upgrade it into the Silver Edge. It's for a cheap price. You get another item slot. So the idea was just mainly because of the Shadowblade, like you said, and it's just so that he can get to the backlines, get to this Rubik or the Pugna much easier. The Pugna is like probably the most important hero for EHOME Immortal to kill in this game.
Oh yes. Like if you don't kill him in the BKB timing for the TB, TB's getting one shot, like 100%. He's just getting completely taken down by the Decrepify Nether Blast Dagon. I kind of want him to go Manta for that reason, you know. I still do. I think Manta Halberd seems super value this game, more so than the Satanic, I would say. But nevertheless, he's going to do what he wants to do. Juggernaut, meanwhile, trying to take down Roshan. I mean, they will have their Pango back in 10 seconds, but Jug's actually doing an insane job in killing Rosh. He's doing a lot of damage to the guy. But yeah, now they come over. This illusion, the TB illusion, gonna scout things out a bit. Real Shiro's nearby as well. He's got to be careful he doesn't get caught out. Be a big mistake from him if he did.
Yeah, they gotta get back up onto the high ground. They can't start the Roshan like this at all. They need to zone them out, or else that Overgrowth, Pangolier is a monster inside the Roche pit too. They're gonna take a peek. Oh, my smoke is now popping. They're not in here. They're not in here, guys.
Yep. Shiro's gonna take up residence. He's like, I mean, I could try killing it. What do you think, guys? No.
No. Both teams are so scared to fight in this pit. One team has a Pangolier, the other one has a Mag. The RP.
Tiny, lift it up. I mean, this man doesn't have a BKB, so he could be in some real trouble if they just decide to blow him up here, but the Pugna's not actually close enough to drop his damage down, so far so good for the Tiny. Now he actually turns around looking for the Magnus here as they go for the leash onto the backline, just trying to control up the Pugna, and they're doing a great job of doing that. All up together as Shiro trying to get the damage off, but he's getting controlled up by the Magnus. Meanwhile, Kaz and Rubik already down. Meanwhile, the Pugna still controlling the backlines, but the RP comes down with the opening slash forward onto Shiro. Shiro gets dropped with his mana being wasted as well. They do get themselves the kill onto the Terrorblade, and that that means that EHOME and Immortal are going to struggle to take this fight. 5-9 still trying to make something happen, but in they go, jumping on top of him. He has to back himself away. He cannot disarm once he is broken, though, and now with Cass sitting on top, he's got the fear whenever he wants it as they just control up the Pango. He's going to try and jump down to the low ground, playing them pretty nicely here. Dot's going to try and keep on trying to chase him, lift up, throw back onto the Pango. Pango, oh, he's dead after all. Does buy a lot of time, but unfortunately, with the Terrorblade dead for 50 seconds, this Roshan is going to go the way of plays once he comes back into the pit, which he should do eventually.
Is there. He's not going to buy back or anything like that. And
There's
even
a lot
if
of
he's
heroes,
alive,
though, ready for the steal.
such a good fight though from EHOME Immortal. The puck triple coil play. Oh,
Look at this, they're going for this right now. They're throwing in the Tyrion. Now the Tiny's turn. No, okay. They're gonna chill for now. Interesting.
I mean, I want to say like that initiation from EHOME Immortal was so beautiful. They got like a 3-man coil into a waning rift. The heroes like got up the hill. I think it was like a 4-staff or something. I don't even know how he got up the hill. And then the Pangolier came in with a Rolling Thunder. It actually hit the Rubik, Pugna, and the Lich in one fight. Both of them bought out. So if next fight, they can do the same thing where they can kill the Rubik and the Lich, and they don't have buybacks, I think EHOME Immortal have a big opening. The only problem right now is this Terrorblade. He needs Satanic, and then he needs one more item. I think he actually needs more armor, surprisingly. He's not tanky enough. Getting killed by the Magnus and the Juggernaut.
Imagine needing armor as a Terrorblade.
I know, right? I think AC would be actually really good here in this game. I mean, I've seen Miracle by AC on Terrorblade too. I think it's kind of interesting item. Helps your team. Also minus armor on your opponent. In this game, it would be quite nice.
Yeah, AC is legit one of my favorite items right now. Very, very good.
What other items are there that you can buy? Halberd, I guess, to use it on the jar. Nah, he's not going to buy Halberd this late into the game.
Yeah, I still want him to, though. I want him to split up the Sanjin Yasha, because I think the Manta's super value in just getting rid of Decrepify. Is going to be a factor once his BKB gets lower. I mean, it's already at 6 seconds, you know? It's not going to last the full duration of the fight. And for every second this BKB is not up, as another second, the Pugna could get on top of him if he's not controlled up, especially with this Blink Dagger now as well. You know, Beyond is a threat. And you can't rely on your team to completely control him up every single fight. But that's what he's doing currently. I don't know. That's like the thing, though. You know, the RP Omni being used to take down Terrorblade is absolutely fine for Blaze to do. You know, they can throw everything onto the Terrorblade, because once he's dead, their objective taking is gone on the side of EHOME Immortal. And even if he buys back, he doesn't have meta. Yeah, that's a pretty big pickup. I'm not sure what he's doing here.
Yeah, we're trying to set up for the defense, but then the Magnus squared him into the team. They shut them up. And now they're gonna go into a high ground with this Aegis. Classic move. Second Aegis, high ground. Let's go.
Knocking on the front door. Knock, knock, knock. Is anyone home? Yep, there is a tree, and he's gonna get jumped upon and taken apart immediately. Good night, Mr. Tree. Barracks now being sieged as well. 2 heroes up in the top lane doing a very poor job on matching the pushing power of the side of Blaze. They might not be done. They can go top if they want to. They may well just think about it. Ping's coming out. Yep. These guys ain't messing around. These guys are here to play some Dota. They're here to push some towers. And they're not going to let any stinking illusions stop them from doing that. Here to a top will fall. But now there needs to be some kind of defense being mounted here. With his Aegis and Cheese available, both the Jug and the Mag, becomes very, very difficult. It's a big ask from them. Buyback from Tree. The Tiny's going to be back in just a second, but their melee barracks have already fallen. If they're just allowed to walk out here, this is going to be, like, ridiculous. They just took 2 lanes of barracks, basically, for nothing. Wow. Okay.
They did. Just don't feel like they can fight at all. I guess the Aegis, they're just trying to delay the game until this Aegis is out.
Guess so.
I've never seen a team have an easier time taking buildings in this game.
They were giving it. They were just like, hey, you know what? This fight looks a little too difficult. There you go, guys. You can take it.
They could have at least like tried to push bottom lane out so there was no backdoor protection, you know? Like the backdoor protection would turn on. Ugh. Rough.
Rough, as a dog would say. But yeah, I mean, they're out of space. And the thing is, if you go for that fight and you lose the fight, you lose the game, right? But at the same time, with 2 barracks down, the game is really hard anyway. You know, you don't really have a huge opportunity to win regardless. So I don't know. It's all about percentages, Dota. What's our percentage chance if we go for this play? What's our percentage chance if we wait and go for a play in the future? That is the maths which has been done. You know, calculators being tapped into by Blaze, by EHOME Immortal. Dota like, is a math battle. That's what people don't understand.
Math?
Math battle.
It
exactly.
is. When you have 4 heroes and they have 3 heroes, you fight. When you have 3 heroes and they have 4 heroes, you don't fight.
Exactly. You know, you gotta have your if you don't have a calculator next to your keyboard as you're playing Dota, you're at a disadvantage. You need to do the maths, guys.
Like, you guys think Dota is this overly complicated game, but realistically speaking, it's not complicated, right?
Sure. Meanwhile, they've found out this Magnus here. Magnus, though, gonna pop that cheese. Doesn't even feel into max right now as he's got so much HP. And actually, in comes that RP. In comes that bomb. They've already slashed each other. This little duo of death just flying around the team fighters. They're actually able to take down 5-9 and ZZQ with the cleave. He has so much cleave that he actually murdered everybody inside their little death ball dance of death. And now the Terrorblade might be suffering a similar fate as his comrades. They jump back in and they will take down 7E. Meanwhile, the Terrorblade, he's going to be the next target. The Lotus Orb buying him the space he needs, but once that's gone, the Pugman's going to be ready as they take him down once again, slice him up, and that is going to be the game. Surely, that's it, right? Yeah. I can't believe that fight. That was so ridiculous. Like, the Lotus Orb was on the TB, so they omni-slashed each other, but because the Juggernaut has like 150% damage cleave, he just killed 2 people inside the double omni-slash. I mean, what an absolute joke. What a hilarious ending to this game. But yeah, I mean, that's going to be it. Blaze take the victory and win the series 2-1 over EHOME Immortal, which is going to put them in the 4th place position.